Okay, so I have been having a lot of fun making the neon signs in Procreate, so I thought I would hop on and show you guys how I do it. First, where I get my backgrounds from. I get my backgrounds from an app called Unsplash. Right here, they're royalty-free images that you can use royalty-free. You won't get in trouble for using these. So I typed in wall. I like this brick wall right here. So I'm going to download it into my photo roll and let it sit there. And then next, what you're really going to need is Procreate. You don't need a fancy iPad. You don't need an Apple Pencil, but you do need the app Procreate to do this. I have all my neon signs in one place. So let's make a new canvas. I always do them square because I usually post them. So we're going to do the 3000 by 3000 pixels. Okay, so first what we're going to do is we are going to do our text. So let's change this to black. Actually, a cool trick is if you double tap kind of down here, it sets to black on the wheel. So we're going to add text right here, click the wrench, add text, and we are going to say nope. We're going to edit the style here to Arial rounded because I like that, and that's what I'm going to do. And then we're going to add one more thing of text, and it's going to say not today. So click here to get back to the keyboard. And I like just having stuff all lowercase, so not today. If you like get out of here and you want to edit the style of this, it actually took me a bit to figure out how to do that. If you wanted to change the text or something like that, click on the little magic wand up here and then click on that, and it will take you back to be able to change the text to whatever you wanted. But we don't need to do that. So we have our two sayings, nope and not today. They're still in alpha format. So we're going to take the nope and we are going to resize that large. Put it somewhat in the middle. We're going to take our not today and we are going to, I'd like to line it up like right on the word because I like to make them the same width. And then I'm going to drag it down. Okay, I think I like the spacing of those. Actually, a little bit higher again. Okay, and I don't need those to edit those separately anymore. So I'm going to take these two layers and I'm going to pinch them together. And that made them actually image now. They're not like text format where I could change it anymore. So next I'm going to change the color. I'm going to make them blue. So I'm going to click the magic wand. I'm going to hit recolor. I'm going to pick my color over here and I want just a lightish blue color. Let's go with something like that. And we're going to take this little cursor and put it on the black and it will change all of those to the light blue color. I think we're going to make those just a little bit bigger. Make sure that you are on uniform when you're editing or it's going to skew unless you actually want to skew them. And just my style is, I can't see the whole thing, so let's pinch that down so I can see the whole thing when I'm moving it, is I like to put circles around it. So I am going to draw a circle. Let's just grab like a fat pin. So let's do, I don't remember which one I usually use. Let's try the monoline. See if that gets big enough. So I'm gonna draw a circle, connect it, and if you put your finger down on the tablet, it makes a perfect circle. So actually, let me show you. Let's get rid of that. So even if I were to draw like an Easter egg shape and connect it and then put my finger on the tablet, it will make a perfect circle. And then I can take that and I can, oops, I made a mistake. If you can see here, I didn't make a new layer for my circle, so it's not gonna work. So let's get rid of that, and we're gonna work on a new layer, make a circle, put our finger on the tablet, and you can actually size it this way too, but I just find it easier to come over here and move it to where I want it to be. Let's make it, I like it kind of going through the letters. That looks funny with the Y there, doesn't it? So let's make it actually, what do I want to do? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, and we are on the circle layer. I'm gonna come in with my eraser. I usually use the hard airbrush because I don't want any soft edges. And I am going to erase away. Actually, let's take the opacity of this one down so we can actually see what we're erasing better. So we're gonna erase away. I'm recording. We're gonna erase away the line here. And then around all the letters. I'm sorry if my hand is getting the shot. I'll try to make sure it's not, and I gave it just kind of a rounded edge right there, just to make it kind of more neon looking. Oops, I didn't even erase right there. I want to do it more up here. Okay, so I think that looks good. I'm gonna bring the opacity of this note layer back up, and that's, well, let's erase a little bit more right here now that I've made it kind of the right size. Get those a little bit further away from the letters. Sorry for my dogs, my kids. Okay, I think that looks good. So I'm gonna merge those two down again. So that is just one layer right there. Next, let's get the brick wall on. So let's make that go away. We're gonna insert that image that we copied from Unsplash. So we're gonna insert a photo because I saved it to my photos, recents, and then I'm gonna size that. I can't see it very well. So I'm gonna make the whole thing, and then I'm gonna size it and put the chunk of that wall that I want. I want a lot of that brick. Okay, and now we are going to make this layer kind of dark. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna do hue, saturation, brightness. We're gonna lower the brightness a little bit. And once you see what we're doing, you can kind of judge. Take the saturation down a little bit. I'm recording. Take the saturation down a little bit, and then we're gonna put one more layer on. So we're gonna duplicate this layer, and then let's take that one off, and then the one underneath. So this one is on top, this one is underneath. So we're gonna deselect that one so we can't see anymore. And this underneath image, we're gonna make, actually no, it's not, it's the one on top. The one on top, we are going to make super dark. So we're gonna come in, darn it. This one on top, we're gonna make super dark. So let's hue, saturation, brightness. We're gonna make that like really dark. Okay, so now we are set up for our wall to glow. Both of those are on. We have our lighter layer, our darker layer. our text, which we're gonna grab and put up on top. And now we're gonna come in with our eraser. We're gonna put it on the soft airbrush, make it big, and make sure you have this top layer selected, and we're gonna erase away some of that layer so it looks like it's lighter around the sign. So we're gently just kind of erasing right around the sign so it stays dark on the outside, but it's glowy in the middle. Let's get that really so we get some nice soft edges on there. Okay, so now the wall is done. And again, this is a matter of preference, how much you want it to glow out. Okay, so we're done with the wall. Now we need to make our sign actually neon. So we're gonna come up here, we're gonna duplicate this layer by swiping, hit duplicate, and we're gonna set the layer mode to multiply. So you'll notice that now when I move this top layer, you can kind of see there's two different shades there, and we're just gonna shift it kind of up and to the left. Just a little bit. Okay, we're gonna take this second layer again, we are going to duplicate it, and then this underneath layer, we're gonna come in to the Gaussian blur, and we are going to blur that out, and you can see how that makes it kind of glow. So I'm gonna take it up to probably about like 15-ish%. Which does it? Maybe I like 20, do I? Let's go up to like 20, 25-ish. Okay, so now it's neon-ish, but here is the cool part. This is a pin in Procreate already. Come down to luminance, and we are going to use our light pin. So we want to make this just a little tiny bit lighter, and check the size. Make sure we're working on a new layer on top of everything. Check the size of it. I just kind of like to go on and check. That's going to be way too big. So probably about there, and then just come and erase all my test marks. Okay, and then on neon signs, they don't cross. The lights don't cross. So when you're coming in here, don't have the lines like cross there. So we're just gonna kind of trace through the middle. Nope. Two fingers again on the screen to undo what you did. Yeah, I don't like that so much. So just, and then I'm gonna want the light a little bit smaller because those are smaller letters here. Let's make it bigger so it's easier to work with. Whoa, it's smaller than that. And the harder you push, the bigger or the fatter the light is with the touch sensitive Apple Pencil. And again, we don't want those lines to cross, so I'm just gonna put little dashes here for the T's. And for the O, we can have the auto shape help us, where we just close it and wait, and it will make a good circle, although that's not very glowy, is it? So we're not gonna do that. I love the way this glow pen works. And this is what I love about digital. You make a mistake, you just tap it and it goes away. Okay, and now we just need to come in and get the circle here. And it actually, the auto shape does really good with arcs too. So if we just arc it, start there, and you can be kind of messy, but just make sure you end, and you're not gonna be able to see because I'm left-handed. That did not work like I thought it was going to. Yeah, being left-handed, I'm probably covering up what I'm doing. Maybe if I pipe my sugar cookies right to left. So let's try writing from right to left, and you'll probably be able to see what I'm doing better. There we go. You can see kind of how the auto shape clicked into place there. So let's do that here again. We're just going to trace as close as we can. Hold the pen down at the end, and it's going to click into a nicer arch for you. Get this little bit over here. Okay, so now it's glowy, but I think that's too bright. So I'm gonna take the opacity of that light pen layer down a little bit. And now the magic is where we're gonna make it glow blue. So we're gonna come back, we're gonna right above this black layer right here. We are going to come in with the soft airbrush again, and we're going to make it blue and fairly large, and we're just going to glow up these letters. So just kind of glaze right over the screen, kind of around the letters and around the circle. You can see how that's kind of making it glow more. So here you can say with the glow and without the glow. It really brings it to life. I'm going to bring the opacity of that down a little bit also, so it looks a little bit more realistic, and we are done. Pretty simple and pretty fun. So I'm going to export this by going to share, JPEG, and save it right to my camera roll. So now it's ready to upload to wherever I want it to. And I have a new neon sign. If you have questions, just put something in the comments and I will get to it. Thanks for watching.